here can actually watch the cameras. And what he's going to do is if he sees something on any one of these three screens, he's going to let us know real quick. So I think, let's see. This one here, the bottom screen, I believe that is the one that is upstairs. Yeah. So if he sees something on there, he can run up to the stairs real quick. He's got a loud booming voice, so he can just yell up, "Hey, this is what I just saw," which will probably startle me. You'll realize as the night goes on, I'm easily startled. I'm probably the worst ghost hunter you'll ever meet. But I do love doing this, so let's go ahead and continue walking this way.
By the way, Joe is easily startled. Anybody that wants to startle him?
See, by the way, that just shows how much he actually listens to me, by the way.
Oh, I was in the back, way back.
So it's also going to be really hot upstairs, so just be a little prepared for that. We do have fans going, so hopefully it's a little cooler up there than it was earlier. Standing kind of right there. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor once everybody's up here. Because there's a light switch on the wall I'm going to have you shut off at some point once everybody's up here. So as everybody comes in, if you want to go ahead and follow around these seats here, it's going to make it a little bit easier for me to talk so I don't have to keep projecting as much. See, I think there's 9 of us so far. Is that everybody? Alright, I think that might be everybody. So, welcome to the Beer Museum. My favorite part of this whole story. Only because there's a lot of really cool things in here. So, we've also had a lot of experiences up here. Directly behind you two, where you're sitting, in this walkway here, in front of this red door, I was up here, middle of the day, just walking around the store, and I was about here, and I turned around, and I saw somebody run from the wooden thing here across. About this tall, a little kid. So I believe that was Stevie just running across real quick. Last time we were here, we had a bunch of K2 hits, but one of the first investigations, public investigations we did here, I'm using the SB7, which is a spirit box. And what that does is it scans through radio frequencies very rapidly. And what it's supposed to do is create white noise that spirits can use to talk a little bit easier. And so we're using that.
Yeah, okay.
See, he's got one too. I'm guessing yours has the antenna still?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine does. I'm trying to play radio stations earlier. Which, as we get up here and I start using the SB7, I'll explain a little bit more about it. So, we're up here and we hear play a game. So they said, okay, you want to play hide and seek? Yes. So Olin went around and he would hide in like one of these aisles here. And on the spirit box would say aisle 1, 2, or 3, wherever he was. So that happened 3 or 4 times, and I said, hey Stevie, why don't you go hide? I'll go ahead and try and find you. So I grabbed an EMF detector, which measures electromagnetic fields. What that's supposed to do is spirits are supposed to give off some type of energy. So those EMF meters will actually pick up that energy. But you have to be careful with those because they also pick up electric energy. So like I'll show you this later. If I go up to the light switch that's over there by Hannah, I put it up there, it's going to go. So if there's electricity in here, like probably underneath these fluorescent lights, I'd probably pick something up. So you just have to be careful. If you get a hit, you have to look around real quick. Okay. Anyway, so I walk around with the EMF detector, and I'm trying to find it. Not like that. A minute goes by. Oh, the SB7 out here. Loser. So I lost the game. He called me a loser. But it's all in fun. You're just having a good time playing the game. But we have had some orbs show up here, a lot of EMF, a lot of SB7, a lot of EVPs up here. So this is probably one of the more active spots. Now, Hannah, we have one here. This is red, and we have 2 green laser grids that are set up over here. We'll turn them on once we get up here. We just don't want to waste battery. Do you mind turning the lights off for me real quick? So it does get dark in here. But the laser grid, if everybody can see, I'll bring it over to this side too. But what the laser grid's supposed to do, actually better idea. What the laser grid's supposed to do is it's supposed to allow us to see like if any shadow or any apparition walks through it. So Hannah or Darlene, do you mind walking to where the laser grid is? And just be careful walking so you don't run into anything. So if you don't mind walking up to the wall, and then we can show them what it's kind of supposed to look like. So I'm guessing you can already see the lasers, the lines on Darlene that's walking down there. So what it's supposed to do, you're kind of supposed to see like a little figure in those lasers. So we have the camera running directly on that one, which Olin is watching. So if anything does pop up, he'll be able to see it. All right, Hannah, do you mind turning the lights on? By the way, this is going to be bright. All right.
I saw someone down there, but she was down there.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on off real quick. We'll head downstairs. Oh, one more thing, Darlene, do you mind telling your earlier experience? Man, right? So I'm actually going to show you that spot that you showed me earlier. And Danny, would you mind explaining what happened down there once we get down there?
An electrical extension cord Olin over one of the aisleways, and I got the cord in my hand. And I'm just kind of like looking up, waiting for him. There's like a coffee jar or a crack or something. Yeah, a little wine crack or something. And it's pretty firm in this like little metal container, and it just goes like that to the side. And I went around into the cabinet, and there's all these little glass figures in the cabinet, and I'm jumping up and down. And if the floor was weak, the whole cabinet and the glass figures, nothing, solid floor. So why did that move?
Alrighty, so let's go ahead downstairs, everybody. If everybody wants to follow me. Yes. Okay.
Was there supposed to be an image before up and centralized? Is that normal?
So image up, like you kind of saw.
I don't know.
If there's a square right here and there, you'll see an outline. You will see it'll be dark, like a shadow.
It'll kind of like.
Because it'll obscure the light.
Okay.
But we'll see. Hopefully it happens tonight. We haven't had it happen yet. But we have seen the first investigation. People saw shadows across the windows over here, and then back here as well. Another thing that we have up here, winding this up, we have EMF pumps. So these are a little slow. We can turn those on. What those do, it provides a field of energy for the spirits to use to help them. You know, what's the word I'm looking for, Ronnie? See, you can't find the word either.
Manifest.
Manifest. Thank you. Thank you. You saved the date. All right. Let's do that.
Sometimes phones can make stuff too. So it's not always electronics and email.
I still behind me. It's not going crazy.
I know.
So this is one of the other areas that we're going to be investigating. Now, right here, there used to be an old wallpaper cutter that was here. I'm not sure where it is now, but we had a lot of EMF hits on it, and that's something from the time before electricity. So there's no electricity running through it. There's no reason for why that was going off there. But in the back here, we've had a lot of temperature readings that would just drop by a couple degrees. Now, when I'm looking for temperature differences, 0.1 degree, I don't care about. That's just normal. But if something drops or rises by at least 2 or 3, that piques my interest. That could possibly be paranormal. So one station here, we're going to continue this way, and I'll show you where Stevie's boat is. So once everybody gets over here, I want everybody to guess as to which boat is Stevie's boat. This guy right here. Now the past 2 times I've actually taken it out, and we haven't had much, so I'm just going to leave that where it is. But this here is Stevie's boat. This is one that Heather and Olin found. And Heather, I think, was the one who actually caught that EVP. But recently I've been starting the nights here, and we had one of our junior investigators standing behind me. And he started dancing. He had way too much caffeine that day. So he just starts dancing around. And honestly, it was kind of annoying me. So I said, hey, would it be funny if right now Kenny fell? Kenny was his name. And I was using the audio recorder doing the first session. So I stopped the first session. As I'm listening back through it, I hear myself ask that question. And on the audio recorder, it says yes. So the spirits here do have a little bit of a sense of humor, so hopefully we can get that. Other than that, we're not really breaking into groups, are we? No. Okay. Does anybody have any questions for me before we begin? All right, no questions? All right. Okay. So we're going to do what, 35-minute sessions? Okay. So we're going to do 35-minute sessions at each spot that I just showed you. So we're going to start upstairs. We're going to turn the lights off. I'm going to go ahead and grab my equipment. Now I am going to give out an EMF detector. I have 2, so I'm going to split it between you guys. Just at the end of each session, I would like it back because I'm very forgetful. I place stuff everywhere. Just ask them. How many things have I lost here? Well, I did lose a temperature probe here, so. All right, so. Yeah. I replaced it. So does anybody need water or anything before we head upstairs, or does anybody want to take a little? Anybody else? We do, yes. Darlene, do you have any business cards on you?
Yeah, can we have one more?
I don't think there's
She
any
always has.
One more.
But yeah, we've done a couple private houses.
Thank you.
Just once you get the card, the number that's on there is Olin's. Feel free to contact him. We can possibly set something up. We don't charge for anything.
If you want to leave it back here,
We'd
you can.
rather
Oh,
help
okay, that's fine.
and do that kind of stuff, so we don't charge for private.
Thank you. I'll get it. No, I won't. I'll get it. I should have figured that out.
Do you live up in this area here?
Do you want to leave your bag back there?
Okay.
I'm so glad I wore it because I made it.
What exactly did you see?